Everything actually went wrong as the police intercepted our operation even before we could get the weapons. I am Osagi, a young and ambitious boy full of dreams. My dreams keeps me going. Relenting is never an option for me. I want to gain admission into the university to study my dream course, business administration. So, I must study hard to make sure I'm prepared for my upcoming post-UTME exams. And with God on my side, success is sure. As the only child of my mother, I had promised to make her proud and never to let her down. I lost my father when I was just 6 years old, and ever since then, my mother has been a mother and a father to me. Good news, as I have just been admitted into the University of Benin to study business administration. With this, I will say I'm one step closer to achieving my dreams. My mother and my aunt couldn't hide their joy because this is something that we all have been praying for. And now, I'm set to go to school. I have got all the advice I needed from my lovely mom. She warned me against going out at night. She also warned me against keeping bad company. I promised never to let her down, as I remain determined to make her proud.
Mama!
It's been tough, but I managed to skate through. I have served my father's land, and now I am back home. I believe it's time for my father's land to serve me. Mama, Mama, come out, for your son is back. My mom rushes out with joy in her heart. My son is back, she shouted. And now, I am a certified graduate. I never planned for job hunting. I thought once I was done with my NYSC program, I will have firms and establishments inviting me for interviews. But it wasn't as I planned. Well, if the mountain does not come to Mohammed, then Mohammed must go to the mountain. And then I started the search for a job. I never ever for once thought that getting a job would be this difficult. At least, not for one who graduated with his second-class upper division. Everything is turning into a nightmare. The day is becoming dark to me, and my dream is becoming a trauma to me. Well, I must remain strong and never to relent. Since all my endless works inside the sun and rain yield no results, I have decided to try something else. Life hasn't been fair. My mother is not getting any younger, and my dream of making her proud is now turning into a nightmare. It's like the mountain has moved far from Mohammed. I can't just sit at home doing nothing. At least, let me be doing this to gather some change to survive. After a stressful day, I decided to go home and rest. And then a car roughly drives past me, almost knocking me down. I rained insults on the car driver. Not until he comes out from his car, and the car owner happens to be Nelson, my coursemate. We exchanged pleasantries. He was looking good and well to do. I explained my situation to him, and he decided he was going to help me. I was happy, but became shocked when he told me that he was into robbery and other criminal activities. Yes, I needed a job, but not this kind. I have known Nelson to be a religious guy back then on campus. Is this what the society has turned him into now? This, I wondered. He gave me his phone contact and told me to think about it. And then drives off. I need to build my mother a house. We need to live comfortable. All this I thought about, and I finally decided to call Nelson. I needed to make this money, whether by hook or by crook. I called him, and we agreed on how to meet. Little did I know that I was digging my own grave. It was a Friday evening. Myself and Nelson had agreed to meet at Akenswa Junction by 5 p.m. So I waited for him there, and then he drove in, alerted me to come in. I entered, and then he drove off. It was an old and abandoned building. Getting close, I noticed some other guys, all dressed in black, just as Nelson had earlier instructed me to do. They all hailed Nelson, as he seems to be their leader. He then introduced me to the other gang members. I watched Nelson as he drafted out our plan for the day operation. As he spoke, I couldn't help but wonder what sort of operation this would be, considering the fact that they had no guns or weapons whatsoever. But I was to find out later that plans had already been made for weapons to be delivered later before the operation. At first, I was reluctant to participate, but seeing the boldness displayed by other gang members, I became more confident about the operation as I thought to myself, what could go wrong? everything actually went wrong. As the police intercepted our operation, even before we could get the weapons. And now, for what I know nothing about, I have now been sentenced to pay the price. I could not help defend myself, neither could my lawyer. This was my first involvement in a crime, and now I was forcefully accused of things I know nothing about. My mom wept bitterly, but there was nothing that could be done at this moment. This is what the society has made me to become.
I depended so much on the society and the government, not knowing that the society and the government has nothing in store for me. After spending 4 years in the university and 1 year serving this dear nation, I came back home with no good results. I came back home jobless and with no hope. To some, I'm a bad man. Why to others, I'm impatient. Please, I beg of you, please, don't judge me wrongly. For this is what the society has made me to become. And now, I await my death. Let it be known